Hello everyone. This week's video is going to be all about Mathletics, which is quite a new platform to Northway, but it comes really well recommended and highly reviewed. So it's something that we're really trying to implement across the school. We trialled it on a trial basis after half term, and we've decided to go ahead with it. So this is kind of like the start of our Mathletics journey at Northway. So when you go to the website, this is what you will see when you come to sign in as a student. Now, your child will have a username and password at this stage, but the easiest way to do it is to use the QR code. So if you see up there, click here to activate camera. If we click on that, and then the usernames, if you just saw it very briefly there, it's got the username and password on, but it's got that really clear QR code on as well, which makes it really easy to log in. You don't have to remember any complicated usernames and passwords. You just need to make sure you keep that QR code somewhere nice and safe. So this is the homepage of Mathletics from a student's point of view. You can see all activities on there, and we can search them. You can see this sample student's already completed one. We can see if we can show the marks. When we click on it, we can see the scores that they've got already. They can work through those at their own pace, which is really nice. We'll do a little one of those together in a minute. You've also got, if you just look over on the right, this is like their little avatar. So if you press that little pencil, then we can change who our character is going to be. Save it. Oh, hang on, need to tap on him. Yeah, so we'll change him. And then I think that the more that the points that they add, there's that little shop down there in that bottom right hand corner as well. So if we just go back, so we've got our activities, and that is one way of collecting points. So you can see this person's only done a couple of activities, and we've already collected nearly 300 certificate points this week. And if we get to 1,000, that's when we get a bronze certificate. But then the more that we play, we can earn some more points, and then we can access Meritopia, which is kind of like the games version of Mathletics basically. So we want to collect as many points as possible. So here's all of our activities. Teachers can assign quests, but there's none assigned on here just yet. If we go and explore as well, there's also some really good videos. This is a year 2 account, so obviously it makes sense whether your child's in reception or your child's in year 6, it will all be relevant to them. So this is a year 2 account, so you've got some videos on there, quite a few there that you could be watching. And then there's also the play section. So you can see there, we haven't earned enough points to get to Meritopia yet, but everyone can have a go at Mathletics. And there's lots of different games within Mathletics as well, which is really good. One thing to point out, if I won't start it, when you go on live Mathletics, it's got levels up at the top. And so that level corresponds to the year group. We had some children think it was really easy, but they were playing at year 1 level and they were up in year 6. So that's just one thing to note. It's not that clear really. So there's lots of great games on there for you to have a little play around with. And then that review section is just if any assessments have been assigned to you, but we're not using it for assessments just yet. It might be something that we look at in the future, the more that we get more familiar with it, but for right now we're just sticking with the activities and the games and the videos side of it. So here we've got all of our topics. So it makes sense to do it in order. If you want to just kind of pick and choose between which ones that you'd like to do, they all start with an Are You Ready page. So once you've done it once, you can always do it again. So here you've got your questions up at the top. You can always press that speaker and it will read the question out to you as well, which is lovely. And then down at the bottom on the left it says show animation. So if we click on that, when we answer the question, it will show us a little animation. So every time we get a question right, you get to see another little cartoon, and it changes every time. See there. So then we go next, order the numbers from 1 to 10 again. So we can work through the activities. I won't do them all. And then we can see that little animation changing. And then when we finished it, then we'll be able to collect those points. So I'm not going to go all the way through and finish it, but you get the idea. We're collecting the points there. We've also got quite a few resources down here. So if you go on workbooks, this is like an extra little bonus. I don't know if you'd have access to a printer at home, but there's loads and loads of resources on here. So you could select your year group. So if we look, reception year 1, year 2. click go, and then you can see lots and lots of different workbooks there. So when you click on it, it'll open it up. You can see it from the student one. If you did have access to a printer, then you could print these off and work through them, which is really, really nice. Extra little bonus resource there for us to make use of. Yeah, if I go back, I can also see down here I've got like it's going to eventually be like a pie chart type of thing of my progress, so I'll be able to see all my results, my daily points, how many gold bars I've earned. This is lovely, a maths A to Z. It's like a maths dictionary basically. It is around the world, and we don't seem to have a UK version yet, but I mean, when we're looking at definitions, a lot of them will be the same, but it's just something to bear in mind. It's kind of defaults to the Australian setting, which is a shame. But then you can have a little look down here. You've got this huge maths dictionary. You can search for things if you wanted to. You can have a little scroll through and see which ones that you'd like. And then what's quite nice as well is it gives you other similar ones at the bottom, and obviously you can click that speaker and it'll read it out to you, and then there's other things that are linked to that word as well at the bottom, so that's a nice little feature there as well. And then right at the bottom we've got the Hall of Fame, and this is again right across the world, so you could see some competition there and see how many points that you can earn to get yourself into the Mathletics Hall of Fame. That would be fabulous. You can do just in our country, or you can do it across the world, so that's something to aim for as well. So I'm going to keep this one quite short because we're just introducing it now really, but it is a really good resource that seems to be really, really promising, so we want to use it as much as possible and get the most out of it. If you've got any questions, obviously just like normal, don't hesitate to ask your class teacher or send me a little message on Seesaw. I'll be happy to help. Enjoy! Bye!